Forget what you think you know about mind reading. It's not magic. It's not psychic power. It's a system the FBI uses to extract information from terrorists, spies, and criminals without them ever realizing they're giving it up. And in the next few minutes, you're going to learn exactly how it works. In psychology, there's a concept called elicitation. It's the gentle art of guiding someone to reveal what's hidden in their mind. The FBI doesn't use torture or bright lights. They use conversation. The human brain is wired to fill silences, correct mistakes, and seek approval. Once you know the buttons to press, you can read anyone. The first technique is to lower your intelligence. In hostage negotiation and spycraft, this is called the Columbo effect. When you pretend not to understand something, when you play dumb, the other person feels an overwhelming urge to educate you. Here is a relatable example. Your friend just bought a new car. You know it's expensive. Instead of asking how much it cost, which makes them defensive, you squint at it and say you don't get it. Why would anyone pick this model over the Honda? They won't just tell you the price, they'll launch into a defense of their choice, revealing their exact budget, their financing, and how much of a deal they got. You didn't ask for the information, they gave it to you simply because you looked confused. But that is just the warm-up. People can detect a dumb act eventually. The real magic happens when you target their ego directly. The second technique is to make a provocative statement. The FBI knows that if you ask a direct question, you get a filtered answer. But if you make a bold statement, you get the truth. It's called the assertion jab. Imagine you're at a networking event and you suspect the person you're talking to is about to quit their job. Don't ask if they are looking for a new job. They'll lie. Instead, lean in and say, "It's actually smart to stay at your current company for at least 5 years. The loyalty bonus makes it worth it." Watch what happens. If they are planning to leave, they physically cannot stop themselves from contradicting you. They'll jab a finger and say, "That's old thinking. They have an interview next week where they can get a 30% raise." You just read their mind by poking their ego with a false statement. We've used ignorance and we've used ego. But what if the person is quiet? What if they don't care about correcting you? There is one final layer, and this is the one spies fear the most. The third technique is the opinion shift. The deepest secrets aren't facts, they're opinions. To read someone's mind, you have to make them feel like an expert. Here's how it works in real life. You're on a first date, and you want to know if they're genuinely interested in you or just being polite. Don't ask if they like you. Instead, shift the context. Talk about a friend. Say your friend just went on a date last night and he said he knew within the first 5 minutes if he wanted a second date, and ask if that's crazy. Now you're not asking about them, you're asking about a friend. But watch their body and their words. They will tell you exactly how they feel about you by telling you whether they agree or disagree with your friend. If they say 5 minutes is plenty of time, you're in. If they say that's ridiculous and you need the whole night, you've got work to do. You didn't ask, you elicited. The reason these tactics work isn't because they're tricky. It's because human beings have a psychological need to correct errors, assert superiority, and share expertise. When you master elicitation, you stop listening to the words people say and start listening to the reason they're saying them. You don't need a badge or a wiretap to know what someone is thinking. You just need to stop asking for the truth and start creating the space for them to reveal it. The mind wants to be read. It just wants to think it's in control. Now go find out what they're hiding.